So hello everyone and welcome back to another video of F1 2019 Career Mode. Today we're going to be doing episode number 9 for the Monaco Grand Prix. Episodes 10 and 11 are already recorded, so they should be coming this way. But yes, if you missed the previous round in Spain, then this is briefly what happened. But he pulls into the pits and we're going to easily breeze past him. And this is it, Bottas hadn't made his pit stop until then. So Hamilton's going to start going in this. We're up to P2. So the strategy has paid off. Perez and Grosjean have helped us out massively by slowing leaders down. As Hamilton goes down the inside, up in the turn 3, is going to make the move done. That's very aggressive for an AI. So yes, it was P3 in that episode. Really, it was pretty much the worst podium I've ever had. It just really didn't feel that I earned that podium. But yes, we're here. I'd just like to say on the uploads, I should have really got some more stuff edited today. However, I was editing Final Fantasy F1. Some of the liveries are having a few issues with, so I might have to look deeper into the game fast to find out why. That it's not all the parts that I've said I've edited are editing. But anyway, it's enough about that. It's time for qualifying for today's Monaco Grand Prix, mainly because we haven't got an upgrade there. But yeah.
We're here at the magical Circuit de Monaco for one of the most challenging qualifying sessions on the Formula One calendar. Who can add their name to the illustrious list of Monte Carlo pole sitters here today? It always looked like the kind of track that asks an awful lot of the rear tyres, such as the frequency of low-speed exits.
Lots of low-speed exits means the rears are in for a lot of punishment. It's all too easy to spin them up coming out of a corner too aggressively. It might look great for us as spectators, as we love to see a car driven beyond its limits, but it's not going to result in a great long-run pace.
So into Monaco we go, which is literally every news worst track because of the barrier and the fact there's no runoff. You can't corner cut this track, really, because there are no places to corner cut. It's not France. This is one of the tightest circuits on the track. Avoiding the bump there. They didn't used to avoid the bump back in the olden days, but yeah. I could talk you through this lap, but the only thing I can say is don't get too much undercurving there, and just literally follow the lines through the corners. All the corners will probably have an understeer. I'm running a full 11 wings here. Lucas Weber has pretty much his best car than us. I think they're still in 4th place in the running order as well, which is nice to see. Through this section, make sure you don't understeer too much wide up over there, and then you can take hit one of the curves, not both, otherwise you'll end up in corner cut that as much as you like. Just hope the sausage curve into understeery core run number 1, known as Rascas, and then of course this one you don't want to judge it just right up to the line, heat to the right hand side, and that was once again the glitch when it's your fastest lap on the first attempt, and it gives us pathetic P13. Ricardo once again gets the glitch where he comes in P8. So yes, unfortunate there that we're not really in a position to be scoring some points, but we'll have to wait and see what we can do. It is Monaco after all. There could be a few crashes, but clearly Emma, Jeff and all that lot are not happy with us. Especially we got that awful 3rd and 4th contract, which was negotiated right at the wrong point. We're going to apply the second component, and you may say, oh, was there supposed to be part ferme? Oh, but that's right, the rules don't apply. Time for the race anyway.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars climb around 40 metres up through Beau Rivage, onto the casino, and then descending down towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners here, 7 to the left and 11 to the right. There's one single DRS zone as well, so don't expect that to make overtaking any easier today. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Let's start with Racing Point. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Butler, Lucas Faber and Bottas, Grosjean, Ricciardo, Sainz and Sebastian Vettel, Perez, Raikkonen, Renault and Norris, Giovinazzi, Kvyat, Lance Stroll and Alexander Albon, Kubica and George Russell ends our grid lineup. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
No heroics into Saint-Devote, please. We're in amongst the pack and just need to stay in one piece.
Thank you, Jeff. And taking a look at the strategy now, we've got an interesting strategy for today's race. Starting on the hard tyre and moving to the medium tyre, although technically speaking that it's not a hard tyre, it's a road tyre. It pretty much could probably last the entire race on a no stop. But yes, we're fiddling about with it, but in the end, actually, fact that although 4 seconds faster with a 2-stop, I'm not sure what the AI are going to do. I think I'd rather have track position on a slower tyre than around Monaco, especially around Monaco where it's very difficult to overtake, as opposed to faster tyres because you'll not be able to overtake. Lights out and away we go for the Grand Prix, and it's been an absolutely dreadful start. Although this is on 1.05, we're going to dive down the inside of Sebastian Vettel. Well, Vettel is not going to get up. We're going to side by side with the German. Here's a quick replay of the start. Pretty much bog standard, cut the corner, and that's how you get through Monaco turn 1 without causing an accident. And Vettel, of course, we have to watch out for Raikkonen as well, make sure the Finn doesn't go. He's coming up our right hand side. They had frustration. We have to give Raikkonen room, and Raikkonen goes through. We'll have to have a look back down the inside. Bit reminding of PK and Mansell all those years ago, but we're going to switch it now back to the other side through the hairpin, and away we go back up into P12. So a good start, but moving to lap 5. Yes, you can tell it's already going to be one of those races where there's pretty much laps on end that we don't really show because pretty much we're going to be in no man's land, with Vettel sort of trying to stretch away now with Ricciardo and Perez as the two cars ahead. Looks like there's yellow flag on the front straight, so I'll have to take a replay in a minute. And Raikkonen, of course, slowing everybody else up. The virtual safety car has been deployed, so it's not the full safety car. I haven't actually seen the full safety car. It would actually be nice to see the safety car. Codemasters, of course, the fact there's such a glitch anyway, as Charles Leclerc retires from the Grand Prix. Although at least I'm getting the virtual safety car, which I suppose that some people don't actually see the safety car at all. So yes, we close up to Sebastian Vettel. Sergio Perez is on the medium tyre, and Daniel Ricciardo, all of them. Ricciardo's course is slowing up, going down the inside of Vettel, although Vettel gets past the power, going up the hill and retains P10. So we're getting closer. Moving to end of lap 11 though, Ricciardo and Vettel both come in. That is going to drop them behind Raikkonen, which is they're going to have to overtake Raikkonen on the track, which is not going to be easy for them to do. We're going to have to see if we can catch up to it. Well, moving to lap 18 now. Paris, you can see, has pawned a little bit of gap. We now got Devon Butler, who's now behind us. Our tyres are slowly going off. The rears, once again, the fronts are going up more than the rears. I think that's the update. I think that's since the performance patch in 1.05. Obviously, this is on 1.05, but I found it on 1.06 in the Canadian and French Grand Prix I recorded yesterday. Darren Butler unfortunately hit us on the back. He had to come in for a front wing change. So move to lap 19. We've reached the performance. We can switch over, get rid of these horrible hard tyres, and it's time to go on to a different type of tyre, the mediums. Team are ready, which is good. We don't want any Ricciardo, Hamilton things like they were. What's the thing? I will give my thoughts about the German Grand Prix in next month's Sporting Life podcast, so we'll have all that lot to analyse along with the British Grand Prix as well, and the Hungarian one as well, so we'll analyse all of that in the Sporting Life podcast. So yes, I don't want to, I'll save my thoughts for then. Yes, this is a huge train really behind Raikkonen. They've got Ricciardo, you've got a whole load of Toro Rosso drivers, McLarens, there's Vettel in there, Butler's in there, and we actually came out ahead of Raikkonen. So the overcut really worked well for us there, and we're some 20 seconds ahead of Ricciardo, who's got ahead of that queue now. So good to see Ricciardo in the points, especially the fact that last time out we really had a bad race. But yes, we are some 21 seconds ahead of Ricciardo. I think they are all the AI behind us and in front of us are going to try and do a one-stop apart with Sergio Perez, who's still yet to stop on those mediums. So if Perez is going this long on the mediums, I reckon all the AI are going to the end of the Grand Prix. But we're going to catch Carlos Sainz in this alternative strategy. You can see that Sergio Perez has come in and switched onto a set of soft tyres. We are catching Sainz at P6, but so is Perez catching us for P7. So we are going to merge pretty much on each other around the same time, because the gaps are going down pretty much at the same time. So towards the end of this Grand Prix, this will change and actually become interesting. It's pretty much been quite a dull Grand Prix, to be honest. Not going to lie. Moving to lap 38 now, and Kimi Raikkonen has spun up one of the corner, and he is going to quietly reverse back and then quietly retire to out of the Grand Prix, leaving us 18 runners. Carlos Sainz now is right in front of us, so is Sergio Perez behind us. We need to get DRS. We've got the same engine, unfortunately, though, that Carlos Sainz, but nevertheless we are closing dive it down the inside to someone, cut the corner as usual, and up into P6, and that is pretty much where we are. Pretty much really we're going to finish. I have to see if we can catch Grosjean, but he's looking like he's going to be too far ahead for us to try and get past. Maybe a few more laps we probably could have got ahead of him, but yes, Lewis Hamilton won the Grand Prix. Shock. Mercedes more OP in this career mode than real life sometimes, but for us, P6 and P13 not bad. But silence from Jeff. So yes, Hamilton got first, Verstappen second, Bottas third, and Weber, Grosjean in fourth and fifth. Sainz stayed ahead of Perez in seventh and eighth. Ricciardo gets some points in ninth, and Devon Butler, the only person on a two-stop, is in 10th. Norris 12th, but really for McLaren they need to get more points, and so does Norris, because obviously this game can fire people, which you will see in a few races time when the next contract review is up, that somebody does get fired. I'm not going to tell you who. It may be me, it may not be me, maybe somebody else. So Weber, in terms of the championship, we're up to 6th, still ahead of Leclerc, but although our main target will be to stay ahead of Perez, Grosjean is in 9th and Brabham 10th. Sainz is 11th, he's moved up. Unfortunately, Ricciardo's still 15th. We're joined on points, very close between ourselves, Racing Point and Haas. McLaren really need to get more points, although that will be helped with Norris if you get some points. So yes, on to the interviews for today's Monaco Grand Prix.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Did you struggle to get through all that traffic today?
Not really. Raikkonen slowed everybody up, Claire, so
Things looked close between you and your rival for a bit, but you came out on top, didn't you?
well, Ricciardo was
You
really
left a
held
lot
up
of
by
paint on the
Raikkonen.
walls today. Were you struggling for grip, or did you just misjudge some corners?
I don't remember hearing anything.
Appreciate your time.
So, moving to the rivalry screen, we've won the rivalry with Ricciardo, which is good. That's going to give us some extra R&D points to spend. We're still on the way, we're still going in, so lots and lots of R&D points. However, all of the team seemed generally happy with my performance. There was one person who was waiting to give us a little bit of a lecture about the fact we didn't get 4th place.
That's very disappointing. I know you can do better than that. Take stock of what went wrong so you can get a better result next time.
What?
I'm sorry, Claire. Claire? Goodness grief. Emma? Okay, we'll start this round again. I'm sorry, Emma. But really, I don't know if she's my agent or the team's agent or what, but the team seem happy. My rep went up with them, despite what I said in the press interviews. But despite that, she doesn't think that, and neither does Carl. It's like, I've done 13th to 6th, but yet they're not happy. So as far as it, they can go and do one. I really don't know what to say. It's just no pleasing these people. It's like F1 2018, they copied and pasted this game. Because like they were saying, like they need a thing, we're going to put a new error upgrade anyway on there. So, and a new I was thinking about weight reduction actually, because weight reduction will help straight line speed. But then also we've got engine, because we've got the 3rd worst engine on the grid. Red Bull somehow have managed to get a Renault engine put in the back, even though they should have a Honda engine in the back. But nevertheless, we're going to develop. We're thinking about ERS, fuel consumption, or engine power. I think we'll go for engine power. There is a major there, so we'll have to take a look. We haven't got enough for that major. And we're also going to look at some durability, because some of the durability parts are getting a bit worn. You can see here we're already on our 2nd IC. We did do an upgrade on that, and that should help us. There'll also be a couple. There should also be probably be a qualifying down the line anyway, where we have to take. Where we qualified poorly anyway, for whatever reason. So yes, durability wise, we were thinking of the MGU-H, but we'll probably try and do as much durability as possible as well, and also focus on aerodynamics, Sashi, and powertrain. But that's going to be it for this episode of F1 2019 career mode. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Subscribe channel if you see more episodes like this. But yes, this is what Carl had to say. Unfortunately, he didn't like the race, despite the fact we came from 13th to 6th. I would take that. We clearly showed it well. We're going to go for an overtake challenge, replace the gearbox in something that's very nice. It's 91 McLaren, at Spa. So yes, that all seen that the next episode of Career Mode should probably be coming out sometime next week. Also, the next episode of Phoenix 84 Plays should also be coming out soon. As I said earlier, I have been modding for Fun Fantasy F1, but yes, that's probably going to have to get all redone as the new update comes. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and goodbye.